Today we're going to be talking about none other than the magical, magnificent, magnanimous Saint Francis of Assisi. I was in London the other day and I got to check out the National Gallery there on Trafalgar Square. Welcome to London! We got live music, we got an art gallery, and most importantly, obelisks. Don't forget, obelisks are like acupuncture for the planet. Earth needs to make a fart. We put an obelisk there, and it'll save a Mount Vesuvius, Pompeii type of reaction. Luckily, they were having a limited display of St. Francis artwork. One amazing thing, this guy saw a seraph with 6 wings. That's the highest level angel in the Jewish Bible. He preached extreme poverty as a ways to Christ. Here he is clutching onto nothing. His father was a rich cloth merchant, but he abandoned that life. Here he is leaving his fancy clothing. His father can't believe it. Another depiction of his father screaming at him, "Francis, no," as he goes to the church. These are some of the oldest comic books in the history that have superheroes. I'm not sure what's going on in the pyramids, but in 1212 he founded the Poor Clares, a women's group of saints that had similar values as the Franciscans. He was really good at displaying fealty to the church while performing his own miracles and not getting massacred like the Waldenses who came before him. That's one of the reasons he shaved his head silly like that. Classic comic books displaying some of the exploits of this legendary St. Francis. I would argue he's more Christ-like than Ye West. Here he is with the legendary Santa Caterina, St. Catherine of Alexandria. She's famous for convincing famous theologians of her time that Jesus was the way, even though it meant the punishment of death. There she is with the old wheel that she broke with her touch, and eventually the sword that chopped her head off. While the Crusades were raging in 1219, he went to Egypt and made friends with the Muslim Pope. The guy didn't like him at all, but then he walked on fire in front of him and showed that he was a real devout man with a divine power and won him over. Francis fasted before anorexia was even a thing. His extreme devotion to poverty was what got him so close to Jesus Christ. As you can see in this picture, his life was really like this. He even developed stigmata and could feel the pain that Christ had on the cross, and spent the last 2 years of his life blinded and in severe pain. He's an inspiration to me when I have headaches or suffer from constipation. When he finally died, his followers said that he was like somebody who had just come off the cross. He preached a sermon to all things living, from men to birds. He had a divine ability to talk to animals, particularly as depicted here. He could somehow influence them and make them fly around. They must have been powerful messengers. I'm not sure what was going on, but they made a lot of pictures about it. He was an OG shaman personifying things of nature, calling brother sun, sister moon. And his goal above all else was to suffer for men, because that's who Christ died for. Finally, here he is stopping a wolf attack just by talking to them. That's how well connected he was, but I believe we all can live like St. Francis if we follow in his footsteps. Through self-denial and devotion to the Lord, we can achieve superhuman things. Thank you for watching my presentation on my hero, St. Francis. Now I need to get the hell out of London. Please like this video and tell your friends about the power of the Lord.
Got an estimated time, so we should just go ahead and relax.
It's good advice.